Okay. Yeah.
All right, so sorry about that. I had us a little screwed up here. We are starting with I know one of your favorite parts of box lacrosse, these never-ending
Love it.
face-offs.
You gotta love the 34-second face-off battle, right? Or 30, like, this is ridiculous. Honestly, Nick Casello was talking about it on the broadcast. I mean, here we have Joe Nardella and Trevor Baptiste, both great face-off guys. But look at this. It's just a bunch of guys standing around. Nardella and Baptiste just pushing and shoving. At one point, Nardella just starts to get shoved. Baptiste is so strong, he's actually pushing Nardella backwards. Look at that. He's just shoving him backwards. Nardella's super strong. He fights back. Look at that. It's still going. The NLL put a tweet out with it, and they had a countdown timer. So I think it was 34 seconds of nothing happening. So boring. I
Could
hate
you
this.
imagine losing the game on a face-off like that, 30 seconds left, and the guy just clamps it for 30 seconds?
Yeah. Yeah, and there is one, at the end of the game when San Diego's down by a couple, as they're coming back, there were some of those really long extended battles that ate up like a third of what was remaining in the game, and it's unbelievable to me that there's got to be some way. I don't know what the rule is. I don't know what the fix is. I talked about this in my column, but and you can see how tired they are. I mean, Trevor Baptiste when he stands up, he's just
That's
exhausted.
why I mean, and
He's
he's a special kind of athlete, and he's
oh,
exhausted. It's like a wrestling match. But
he's
no,
unbelievable. Yeah,
Can-Am
he
has a rule: if you clamp it and don't move it, it's on you, and the other team gets possession.
Yeah. And I mean, if the two of them are sitting there digging in, like in the summer, what they do is they pick one at the beginning, they just pick away and blow it. If there's an extended battle, you just blow it down, give it to one team. The next time there's one, it goes to the other team. I don't think that's the way to go because then when you get down to a minute and a half left in 1 or 2 goal game, then there's actually a really important face off. I mean, face offs. I know there's the face offs matter crowd who are like, oh, like they love to um, call up like when there's a big face off a minute and a half left in the game and they'll say, oh, but face offs don't matter, right? It's like, no, they don't, except for that one. Like
That's why.
there's no correlation between winning face offs and winning games. It doesn't actually help you. You can lose 80% of the face offs and still win the game as long as you're the better team. So
I say
would you rather win the face off than lose it? Of course you would. And I love the face off loose ball battles when the ball comes out. I love seeing that physical aspect of the game, but I hate the extended face offs. I know some people like them. I'm not sure why, but
I
yeah,
like
no, it's not something I enjoy. And Nick Casella's obviously there with me, and yeah, I say just get on with the game.
no, I can say I enjoy it, but where I say Nardella shines as a face-off guy is those high pressure ones. Like you
Yeah.
said, it's not, and he's gotten so good at defense. I don't know if it's just
Oh
this year, the team around him, but to me, I think he is the most improved defensive player of the year as somebody who watches all the Albany games. He went
yeah.
from a solid defender before his knee injury
Yes.
to a top, I think he's in your top 20, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's a lock for Team USA or
Oh,
should be for the Worlds.
absolutely.
He's your face-off guy, defender. He is. I mean, he and Jake Withers are the two best face-off guys in terms of overall players, and they're also great on the actual draw percentages. But I mean, Nardella, like Glenn Clark says, there are no limits on him. He's out there killing penalties for the Firewolves and doing a good job of it.
Withers
So yeah,
takes a
no,
lot of
Nardella's a
penalties
huge
for,
factor.
and Withers takes plenty of penalties for Halifax. So that is
He does.
definitely something that I really, as I watched more and more this year, I
Oh
became
yeah,
less of a Withers fan, and I was strengthened in my Nardella just because I think
yeah.
when you're in those tight games, you can't take stupid penalties.
Well, it's in the Halifax DNA. They do that a lot. I mean, and
It's,
and Wiz is fantastic. I think he's an amazing, amazing player. He's got a lot of Peterborough in him. As a person from Peterborough, I can say that